In my local multiplayer game Dashpong, scoring a goal is one of the most, if not the most important mechanic of the game. Because of that, I want it to feel powerful and satisfying. Today, I want to show you how I went from this to this. Let's go. In the first prototype, scoring looked very simple, just a confetti, some screen shake, and the score text. As soon as I knew I wanted to work on Dashpong, I thought about making scoring a goal much more powerful. One inspiration is Rocket League, and especially how there's an explosion when you score and everything gets pushed away. So I decided to add exactly that to Dashpong. When you score, I simply calculate the direction from each object to the ball and I use it to apply an opposite force to each object. Paddles and the ball use impulses as their physics-based and I simply move the players as they are kinematic bodies. I feel like this adds already a much greater sense of power when you score. Adding to that a bit of slow-mo to actually enjoy the moment is also a nice touch. In Rocket League, there's a very satisfying explosion sound when you score. So I wanted something similar too. I went with a combination of sounds first, and it was then redone by AudioPad to sound a bit better. I also reworked the scoring animation. It now shows the score and it appears and disappears with cool transitions. To achieve that, I made a simple shader that allows me to control the feeling of the panel from left to right, but also from top to bottom. This was much better, but the visuals were still lacking. To really emphasize the power of the shot, I wanted something to visualize why everything was pushed away. So I added a shockwave effect with some RGB shift. And now we're starting to feel something. If you're interested, I've linked the shockwave shader in the description below. I simply position the start of the shockwave to where the ball is, and then play a predefined animation to make it move over time. The last thing lacking is the ball. Right now, nothing happens to it, so the ball will simply bounce and go wherever. But there's an explosion sound with a shockwave, so I felt like the only next logical step was to make the ball explode. First thing I did was to make it stop when it enters the goal. Then I added some particles for the explosion. To really feel like the ball is exploding, I decided to go full-on physics-based destruction, meaning that I'm triangulating the ball in many smaller physics-based pieces that are then pushed away too. All of it combined makes for a pretty rewarding goal in my opinion. What do you think? I'll probably tweak that a bit more in the future and add more polish to it, but it's now looking much more like what I imagined. Since the last devlog, lots of other stuff have changed, so let me brief you really quickly. I added some new maps called Octagon and X. I added some particle effects to the ball when it's going fast. I've changed a lot of sound effects because I've started to work with AudioPad for that. So thanks a lot to them, you can check them in the description below. I'll talk more about that in a future devlog. I've also worked a lot on the solo training mode and I have 4 levels for now. That will be included in the upcoming demo. Speaking of demo, I've released a private demo to get some feedback and I've also signed up for the Steam Next Fest in February. So you'll be able to play a demo of Dashpong pretty soon. Exciting stuff, right? And I think that's it for now. If you like this video, consider subscribing for more, and if you like Dashpong or you simply want to help me, please wishlist Dashpong on Steam. It's free and helps a lot. Thanks for watching the video, I'll see you soon, and in the meantime, have a great day. Bye!